to another beautiful day at Sweet 207. This is XTY, I'm Tian.
And Ayoka.
Ow, did you like how I said Sweet 207?
No, yes, I did.
And you sound cute, you said Ayoka.
So
So you put that other shit, because that thing changed her name every week.
I was just
Ayoka,
Yamina,
Seer Goddess.
What? Don't hate.
Mother of the earth.
Shit
always changes up. I'm just Tian, as always. But hi, T.
Hey.
Happy Monday.
I meant to say Ayoka.
But I like it though. You
Okay.
said Ayoka, that's cool.
Okay.
Happy Monday.
All right.
It's a beautiful Monday. It feels so good outside. I was driving here and I just felt
It turned out to be an excellent day because
did.
the start of the day was ugh.
No, but I was excited. I wanted to stay home. Like, you know, me, I get excited when it rains because rain is sexy.
Oh,
it makes me want to start. It makes me want to go on my phone and start, you know.
Oh my God.
What you doing?
Text?
Are you going to work today? That's what rain makes me do. I don't know about y'all, but I like that rain. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. As always, y'all can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm not, y'all see I ignored the Snapchat because that's not ours. That's Ayoka's Snapchat. She took the shit. First it was ours. She took the shit and changed it.
Shit about me.
But you changed it to your own. And you're the only one on the fucking pictures.
Because I'm the only one that runs it. They don't know how to work Snapchat. So, of course, it's mine. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube as well, the XTY show.
And make sure y'all, listen, follow us. Y'all never know where we're going to be. The summertime is coming. We out and about at all times. Shout out to our sponsors, Premier Lounge.
Oh, yeah.
Check them out. Mondays, the first Monday?
First Monday.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Saturdays, because they added on a new night, Sangria Saturdays.
Sangria Saturdays is every first Saturday of the month.
Listen.
But they are open every day now. So even tonight, they got the game playing, so.
Well, I didn't know. You gotta drive up there. I'll be out there. Tiffany, put me some wings in. Make sure I get drums last time, because last week y'all gave me flats.
Don't do that.
I don't eat flats. I was really upset. So shout out to our sponsors, Premier Lounge.
And just real quick, because I know we gotta say it every single show, but it's my 40th birthday.
I was getting ready to go to that for you.
Yes, thank you. Crab Feast, my Queen Day. Hold on. My second annual Queen Day Crab Feast is coming up 9/7. It's from 6 to 10, open bar, all you can eat. Mackey's Crab House is supplying the crabs. Premier Lounge is doing the liquor.
The open bar. It hits real good.
She keeps talking about the liquor. Let's talk about the entertainment. We got comedian Phoenix.
Hey Phoenix.
Genesis Dave.
Hey Jen.
Drea the artist.
Yeah.
And DJ J Prime on the ones and twos. So make sure you get tickets. And XTY as the host. So make sure you get your tickets on Eventbrite, myqueenday.eventbrite.com. And
one more time, Premier is providing the liquor. It's open bar. You can't beat that at a crab feast. Come on now, y'all can't. Make sure y'all check that out. So as we said last week, we stopped doing the XT. Well, we didn't stop, but they were sending in their XTY questions via email at xty@gmail.com. However, we figured, y'all may not want to do the email.
Step our game up a little bit.
We stepped our game up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So y'all can text us now. 410-999-8937.
The exchange though.
Yeah, that 999. Like when I saw the numbers, I was like, 999.
Yeah, you can't forget that.
I just feel like that's so easy. Like I remembered it the first time. I was like, oh. So 410-999-8937.
Send us your questions.
Text us those advice questions. However, just because y'all texting don't mean that you can't watch them errors and that grammar. We ain't mind readers and we ain't geniuses. I have to, because some of the shit is illegible. And I really be sitting there sometimes like,
I can't read this.
Let me put this in my own words real quick.
And
a lot of times I do. We did, and I put them in my own words. So that texting worked because we got a good amount of them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna we only probably got time for like 2.
Okay.
All right. So the first one.
I got my drink.
So I got a little sensitive for this one. If you caught me a couple of years ago, I probably wouldn't have been this. No, I'm lying. Because I've always been a voluptuous woman.
I'm like, where are we going?
Right, you had to see me before. I've always been a voluptuous woman that, my body has changed. But when I had a baby, it changed a lot.
Okay.
Right? So we had somebody that wrote in about stretch marks. Somebody in the world has a problem with stretch marks.
Hold up, who has a problem with stretch marks?
Listen.
I know it ain't no name.
So I thought it was, because that's a typical men shit.
No,
get
men
upset about. No, but some of them want your body perfect. But this particular person, this is a female that she said that in the past she talked about women that would take pictures and their stretch marks were showing and all other kind of stuff. But she recently, she didn't say recently. I'm gonna say recently because I just don't think that came about a couple of years ago. Okay. So she had a baby, and she now has stretch marks, and she feels very uncomfortable with her husband or whoever she said my partner. So I'm gonna say husband, your child's father, whoever your baby daddy is, whatever. She feels uncomfortable when she's with the person that she's with because she's afraid of showing them.
And she feels a little insecure.
Right, and she thinks that they probably are okay with it. But she has an issue with it. Okay. Now, from what I've read and from what she said in the beginning, like I've always had an issue with women that showed that because I felt like, it was ugly, it wasn't attractive. And then when she herself got them, it really played into her insecurities. And I was like, well, first of all, boo, that's karma. That's karma. No, because now she's on the other side of the fence. You're on the other side of the fence because you're a part of that group that judged the women that had it. And now you've become that. So you have an issue with it. So her question was, how does she get past that? And my thing is just get past it.
Cocoa butter bitch. It's like
cocoa butter, that shit don't always work.
Remember?
Cocoa butter,
you gotta do it consistent.
You gotta use this shit 10 times a day.
Yep.
Every day for like years.
I mean, and just accept it. This is who you are. You are a woman. Like I had to accept the fact that I have hips. You understand? Like for a long time I did. It's not the same as stretch marks, but all women kind of tend to have a little issue or something with their body shape. And I had to realize, like, I'm a fucking woman. And I'm almost pushing 40, and this is what it is. I am a curvy woman. Yeah. I got 3 more months before I'm 40, so I can still
We're rounding up.
Almost.
Round up.
You just gotta accept your body, accept who you are, love yourself. It does not matter, and I can guarantee you that your husband, your boyfriend, whoever it is, does not care.
What? Guess what? I've been fat for a lot of years. I've had stretch marks for a lot of years. The men, they don't care if you got stretch marks, if you don't. If you have stretch marks, they knew those stretch marks were there when they met you because they knew that you had a pouch. You know what I mean? They knew that you had a stomach. So at some point, your skin stretched. They knew when they looked at your thighs that your skin stretched. Right. When you were pregnant, your skin stretched. So at some point,
we need to do a Google code though, because we are just assuming that this is how men know.
The men know. Let me tell you something.
But is that really true though?
Let me tell you,
I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit real quick.
If somebody meets me in a club, there's no way that you're going to look at me and use any common sense to think that there's no stretch marks here. There's no way. Because I'm not no size, like what's the size where you don't have stretch marks?
Even a really thin female can have stretch marks.
I'm not talking about thin. I'm talking about beyond thin. Above thin. Let's round it up.
To plus size.
Bingo.
Okay.
So, you round it up. When you look at me, there's no way you're going to think you're not going to get some plus. In any way, shape, or form, whether it's plus size, plus back, plus thighs, plus legs, plus stomach, you're going to know that there's some plus in that.
Something won't be
there. And at the end of the day, sis, they still want to sleep with me. So it's like you can't judge any of that. Yeah, you have to let it go. Well, carrying a child is beautiful. And any man that judges
that, she probably had stretch marks just around her stomach.
Probably so maybe around her thighs, depending upon if she was like me. Because I ate chicken nuggets and french fries
every day. And I can agree with that.
Morning, noon, and night, chicken nuggets.
Burger King.
They was good too. But my point is, sis, let it go. Your body is beautiful. Accept it and love it. And any man that's with you will accept that and love that.
Exactly. And if he don't, fuck him.
Trust me, it's more where they came from.
Exactly.
More where they came from. So, that was good advice.
Yeah, because that was a good question. Because a lot of women really do be insecure about their bodies.
And I don't know why. No, I know why.
It's so much pressure because of media. Like, for real, like, media says that we are supposed to look a certain way. And now they have it where women's butts are so big and their waistlines are so small. You understand? So then that's what, and really, truthfully, like, what man really is, has a woman that looks like that.
Well, some of them do. Some of them have the woman of their dreams that fits every
in that mold.
Right, and some men do.
Majority of the men I know.
And shit in that mold from what you say, bro. Nothing in that mold. Trust me. I know you, and I know nothing because I know you.
Right.
At the end of the day,
it's just a fantasy.
It's about that self-love, sis. Right. Love yourself and accept that, because that's you. That's you. Love yourself, love your body, keep it moving and move on. So
we need to do a show on that.
On what?
About it's not even just the self-love, like just a people poll, see if we can get the direction of how men feel about women, like how we be thinking, we gotta look a certain way, our hair gotta be straight, we gotta be this and that. But
I've been trying to get light work on here. Because light work is probably our male nemesis. Like, we got the most to say. We need to get light work on here.
We do all of this, and we don't even got to do all of that for real.
We don't. We don't, because they still want to sleep with you. They still want to fuck you. Trust me.
And you can be Halle Berry, Beyonce, Rihanna.
They still, you can be fucking precious. They're still going to fuck
cheat on you.
What's her name? Gabrielle, I don't want to say her name right.
Okay.
Cinnabag. Precious.
Oh, okay.
They still fuck you, sis. They don't care. Weight and body texture does not mean anything. They're still going to do it. So at the end of the day, boo, love yourself and keep it moving.
We did stretch that one out.
We did, because it was, I guess, one that hit close to home, because we both dealt with body issues. Like, we both on diets and shit. Come on. Yeah. Except for the liquor, we're going to make a diet too.
Oh, no, this is no carbs.
Next one. She put a little bit of that. A little bit of that peach soda in there, bitch. A little bit of sugar in there. Anyway, so the next one. So, we have somebody that is currently married. No, I'm sorry, she's not married. Dealing with her ex-husband. Her ex-husband cheated on her.
Okay.
When they got the jump off pregnant.
Oh.
So, they separated, got a divorce, all of that. And,
my whole mouth dropped like, really?
The jump off is currently pregnant.
Okay.
And the jump off had a baby shower. I'm gonna keep calling the jump off because that's what she kept calling her. So the jump off is currently pregnant, and she was invited to the baby shower.
Okay.
Because I guess they found some type of a common ground to make things work, which I don't get because.
I mean, I can see it.
Yeah, but whatever. I get it, but I don't. So she's going. So she was invited to the baby shower, and she was going to go to the baby shower. But her plan was to go to the baby shower and let the family of her ex-husband know that they don't need to contact her anymore unless it's in reference to the child. And she had this whole speech prepared about why they need to leave her alone, why she only want to deal with them for the sake of the child, not the child that's being born, but
the child. That's how I was like, wait a minute.
The child that her and her ex-husband had together. So she had this plan of going to this baby shower. Like, she had this whole thing mapped out, and she's saying that she told her friends, and her friends was like, you're fucking crazy. Like, why are you even going? Like, you're not even going for the right reasons. You're going for drama.
Yeah.
And she's like, they cause drama in my life. I told them that I was over it. It's been, a few years, and I let it go. But, I just feel like I have to go and say my piece.
Mm-hmm. Why this whole question got my mouth dropped? I keep looking at you like, what?
And I'm telling you, and I was looking at my phone reading it like, are you shitting me? Like, what is your purpose? So she's bitter.
Okay. And
like,
so
you're bitter.
She asking, should she go to
the so she was talking to her friends, and her friend basically told her, like, what the fuck are you going for? Yeah. Like, why are you going? Like, you're not going to bring a gift. You're not going to congratulate them. You're not going for positive reasons. You're going for negativity. And she even said, like, and I prepared a statement so that if anybody says anything.
She wrote a whole speech.
Like, boo, you preparing for this to go south. Like, you're ready for this to be a big train wreck.
Right.
And it's like, why would you waste your energy on that? Yeah. So I was reading, like, she's wasting her energy on this shit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you got your answer right there.
Like, this is wasted energy. Like, why are you even... First of all, that's gas, that's time, that's energy, that's life, that's just everything. Like, that's money. Like,
and
you're spending
the baby is still going to be born, and they still have to find a way to co-parent.
And she's still going to be your husband's jump off. They got pregnant, and it's the reason why y'all divorced. So what the fuck are you going for, sis? Like, what are you going for?
That made me laugh. I'm sorry.
Like, what the fuck are you going for? Now, if you want to say, I'm going to go so I can stir up shit to annoy her the way she's annoyed me.
Just be real about it.
Just be real about that shit.
About it.
But don't write into this bitch asking us about our motherfucking advice, because you know what the hell you're doing. You're smart. You were smart enough to not email us. You text.
Got it?
Wrap it up. We going to break.
She was very passionate about
Don't go.
Just
Call it a day.
why.
Or just say that you're drama. And with that being said, we got to take a break. We out. We not out too.
Just for a few seconds.
Right. This is the break. This is XCY. And do that piece over back.
So be careful what you pray for. 'Cause now I'm looking everything to feel again.
And we are back. Back at Sweet 207.
Oh.
This is XCY. Because I got to keep putting Sweet 207.
I'm glad you took out that back like a magazine.
We're back like a magazine.
Don't be shady.
I'm going to be ready today. Back like a magazine. This is XCY. As y'all can see, we have a special guest in the building. Larrywhaddup. Take some sunglasses off.
For real?
Yeah, I did. I felt like, you know, you just...
What?
You don't have any sunglasses on, right?
I mean, I've been drinking before y'all got here.
I know that's right.
I know. We had to catch up. All right. So for those of you that don't know who Larrywhaddup is, tell us who you are.
I'm an entrepreneur from Baltimore. Basically, I've been in music entertainment for like the last 25 years.
25?
Yeah, 25. I'll be 41 this year.
Oh my.
So I just like I've been a dancer all my life, but
What kind of dancer?
I just strip.
Yeah,
Pause before we go any further. Ask the question. What was your stripping name?
he was joking.
I'm stripping.
Oh, he was joking because I was nice.
I mean,
I didn't know it.
I was gonna come over with something.
I needed to know if I ever put dollars in that G-string.
I did play a stripper on in a play with Paula Campbell. It was called Can a Good One.
Hey, Paula.
But no, I never really took my clothes off. I was like a dancer. I'm great with freestyle.
Okay, okay.
Nice with it. And I used to just dance all the time growing up. But as life goes on, you transition to different stages, and I started just transitioning from dancer to choreographer to role manager, stage manager, producer, and currently now a film producer.
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing. So.
Now let me ask you something. You said that you worked in the music industry, like you did. So who were you with?
Some of the artists, some of my top exposures or discoveries. I worked with the kid Prodigy from Mom's Behavior. I found him off the internet probably, I don't know, about 10 years ago. Ra from Baltimore, she was signed with Interscope. Back in the day, I worked with Paula Campbell, Tim Trees, Boss Man.
Hey, Boss Man.
And then fast forward, probably like 5 years ago, I had stepped out on faith and went out on about 100 shows with King Lewis.
All right.
That's his hype man role manager.
Yeah, that's what's up. So right now, I know that you're working on, I don't want to call it a documentary because I feel like I need to speak into existence like it's a series. Or
that's exactly what it is.
It's a series of shows that you're doing that basically brings the past of hip-hop, like past hip-hop up to the future of hip-hop.
So basically, I decided probably like 2014, I was on the road and everyone kept telling me like, yo, you're this dope hype man. I remember this one story. I was in LA, Great Duke House of Blues. Me and King Los was on tour with Kenny. And I was drinking some rock. I was rolling blunts. And guess what? I did. And nobody hit the stage. So it didn't. And then on top of all this, guess what? I got everybody like this. Lord Father, thank you. I'm praying before we hit the stage.
Right. That's what's up.
That's just how I do it every time I hit the stage. So this dude came over to me. He was like, yo, you better than Spliff Star.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
Wait a minute.
I said,
no. Spliff?
Yeah, he was like, yo, you better than Spliff. I'm like, oh.
Because he's a dope hype man. He really is a dope hype man.
But the cool part about that is every time I go out on tour with Los, I would listen to Busta and Spliff.
So
that was just dope to hear him say that, because that was my practice. It was like, I watched him and see how him and Busta on that stage. And that's what I would do when we got out there. And from that point on, I was like, that's dope. But
it felt like dancing.
I know,
because I'm thinking about them.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
A lot of people don't know. Like, that's really what I studied Spliff and Busta and the performances. Like, so when I went to get out on stage with Los, I wanted to like emulate that same energy, So and we got out there, and I got over 100+ shows under my belt with Los. I got out on tour, and when people were saying, "Yo, you the dopest hype man alive or the best hype man alive," I'm like, "Nah, man,
Right.
I'm more than hype. I'm
I
more
was
than
right
hype.
How you got
Yeah, that's exactly how I got it. Cause I got tired of people like, yo, you the dopest hype man.
Right.
But they didn't know, like, I made that play behind the scenes. I put this person on this billboard. I got this person in the stores. But all they knew was, yo, a hype man. So
you got the black godfather. Come on.
That's what I want to say. Like, well, I ain't say the gut, but he came.
I ain't the godfather. T, I'm just.
And I say like, no, but that's all right though. Like, but that's not a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you are being compared to one of the greats. I mean, because even when you said it's Spliff, I remember the first time that I saw him. You know what I mean? I wasn't a big Busta fan at that particular time.
Right.
Because I'm about to tell you, because I wasn't a big fan of his flow at the time. Like in the beginning, I wasn't a big fan of the. I didn't understand shit he was saying, and I was over. I couldn't understand shit he was saying. I was getting mad, and I fucked with him. And then when I remember, like later on, is when he came out again with, if you really want to call him me. And that was the first time that I had seen Spliff. I'm not going to sit here in front like I was following him for a bit. Right, I'm not going to say I was following him, but the first time that I saw him with Spliff, and I remember, I was like, oh, and I remember rocking, like, oh, and I remember, like, they did the MTV Awards. And I was more focused on Spliff. I mean, I fuck with Busta, but I was more focused on Spliff because he was doing the back and forth and the getting the crowd hyped. In the MTV Awards, a lot of the award shows, you have the audience, like the people that sit in that little pit, and they are just hyped anyway. Right. They have to be hyped. Right. But then you have the people like the extra stars that are in the background, and they he was going from the end to that end. And they were following him. Right. And I was like, yo, that dude got a lot of power, because if that was me, I'd been sitting there like bougie as shit. But it's just a point, like he really is. Yeah. So for you to be compared to that, that was, because you see a lot of hype, man, and I swear a lot of times I see a lot of them hype, man, and I be like,
be phony.
Get the hell down and stop. Just go sit down. I can do shit. So
Yep.
You are a hype man, hype woman.
So besides doing it, I know with the whole so you don't do that anymore. Like you basically just decide not you don't do it no more, but you just kind of focus on other things.
I came here to tell the truth.
Yeah, tell it.
I know we were getting strong.
Okay.
Alright, so basically 2014, 2015, I was on tour and it wasn't feeling like
Can I ask you something about being on tour?
Yeah.
I'm nosy. So you were really on tour.
I was in Philly.
Like when y'all on like a tour?
Put it like this. I was on tour to the point, hey Larry, I'm in Philly. Can you come shake me up?
You got hands too?
And light work was
no.
Wait, I was like, wait, that work, damn.
No. And that's why I be there. You know what I'm saying? I was really on tour.
And light work, man.
Listen,
I
put it like this.
Shape up from light work.
Listen, I met light work.
You ain't lighting it up.
He wasn't even light work. I met him back on Saratoga.
When he was LW.
Yeah, he was sitting outside on a chair. He was sitting outside. And I had a tour. He was right here. And I'm like, yo, who did your shape up?
Don't even say no more. You know why? Because everybody sees that my side is shaved.
Right.
So, and my son, this is the light work told me. Light work told me.
no, he retired. Listen, he gonna come me talking about, yo, I'm retired from cutting hair.
That's
said, how?
I don't be like that. Stop it.
I just met you.
Full of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Full
can't
of
do
it.
me like that. Like, but
He's full of it. So
that's how
back to you, Larrywhaddup. Light work is done.
So
Done
all
with
that
light work
time,
for the day.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I came in and, you know, when I on tour with Los, it really was like turning up. It was more so like, he probably didn't even expect the type of stuff that I was bringing to the stage. And my energy just kept leveling up every time. So, like, I decided, I'm like, look, man, I gotta get paid. You got me doing road march.
That's right.
I mean, I was getting paid.
But still.
But I demanded a certain price. And, you know, the price, it wasn't, they didn't have it in the budget at the time. And I came back to Baltimore.
You came back to Baltimore.
Yep. Yeah, came back and was renting a room. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shit, that's what y'all want, right?
Yeah.
And I want to say things happen because you see a lot of times, just as human beings, we see people that may have worked for people that were on the road, that have signed deals, and you see them in that limelight. You see them on the stage. You see them doing all this stuff, and then, especially if it's somebody famous, and then you see somebody on their team that's not living the lavish life that they may be living, or that you may not regroup, but you see them again, like you may kind of double back and see them again, and you're like, what is you doing driving a Honda? And Honda's a nice car, but she's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You know, that's so crazy.
Y'all made all this money.
When I was talking to, throughout the documentary, I sat down with Boss Man. And out of everybody that I talked to, Boss Man was like, yo, I want to know what was going on.
I'm thinking Boss Man in my head.
You know, he was like, yeah, I really wanted to know what was going on because I saw you back here in Baltimore, but, you know, I see your boy out here in LA, you back here in Baltimore. And I had to let him know it wasn't nothing that he did, it was what I did.
Right.
I had to make the decision. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have kept going along with how the business structure and everything was going. I said, you know what? I need this man to respect me to 100%. So I gotta come back home and establish what's mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So that's exactly what it is. I had to
know your work.
Yeah, I know my work. So I sacrificed of being out in the limelight, so hanging out with Puff and being out in LA and living.
You was hanging out with Puff?
I mean, I met Puff.
Did you ever meet Rick Ross?
I met Roseanne in New York, but I met Puff in LA.
That's a meet him in the time.
But I came back here like really sacrificed and like came back
You sacrificed a lot.
Yeah.
Because my biggest thing is to help the people from here. You know
That's
what I'm saying? I always had the mindset of like, if you ever get on, don't leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the key. That's the whole purpose.
They got big houses in Pikesville and Brycetown. I can
all
go to
over
Brycetown and get me a nice big house. I don't gotta go to LA.
Right.
I wanted to be here so people can touch me, and that's basically what I did. And you know, sacrifice. I'm not gonna say a better life because this is the better life. Because I got this.
It's not even all about the, like you said, the money, the houses. It's not all about that. I mean, it's nice.
It's about the people that you impact.
Yeah.
And I impact people every day.
You do, and I was gonna say, I remember the first time that me and Ayoka met you was actually at a networking event that Lightwork did, and it was cool because I don't own my own business. I still work for somebody else. I mean, we had XCY, but I still work for somebody else, which I love my job. But I remember we were in the back part, and we were all, you know, conversating. I think we were drinking, and drinks was flowing. And I remember somebody, I think it was me, it probably was me because I was drinking. And I was like, I gotta go to work in the morning. And I remember it was you. It was like, well, I'm a business owner. I don't gotta go nowhere. I work for myself. And I was like, dude. And I remember Ayoka was like, shit, I'm working for myself in the morning. And I remember saying that, like, that's really dope shit because a lot of us spend most of our life working for somebody else. And even though we all have dreams, a lot of that stuff gets pushed inside of the back burner because
to help somebody else or corporate.
Yeah, you working for another person. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna finish talking to Larrywhaddup. Larry, what up?
What up?
Because I want to know what's up with Lightwork and this whole haircut business. Because we'll be back with that.
Y'all see it fresh today, right? I got here an hour early.
All right, y'all. So we're back. We're in the studio with Larrywhaddup. We had a good conversation before the break because we were talking about your whole experience being on the road and all of that, and how you. I don't want to say that you regrouped. I think you did. Like you regrouped and you kind of got your priorities in order. Priorities meaning where you were trying to go with like the whole business aspect in your life and your brand. Like that's what you were trying to focus on.
Yep.
And the end result was you ended up being your own business owner, which is what I appreciate. Because as I said before the break, like we were at an event that Lightwork through, it was a networking event, and everybody in the building was like, we business owners. And I was standing there like this with my glass.
Like I go to a job every day. But you want to know what I really appreciate about when we met that first time? That you gave us information. Like most people will not like give you the plug of what you need to do to get moving. We like, look, we transitioning from radio to internet talk show. Like we don't have a station no more. You gave us the information.
For Anchor.
And all that.
You was dropping mad plugs, and it was like, that's what's up, because most people don't get it.
And the one thing that he said while he was dropping it is because I look out for other people. So with that being said, like, what are you doing at this point? Because I know that you do your documentary. What else do you do besides that?
Right now, for about a year now, I have a location in Charles Village, 2437.
We talked about that because he gave me the address, and I was like, let me try to envision where that was, and I figured it out.
Right across from Geico.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I got a
studio
on the first floor, recording studio on the first floor, a boutique in the front, media lab, and then office space.
And that's all you.
Yeah.
So instead of like he had suite 207, but you have suite
2437.
There you go. I know the t-shirt.
Like when I came to here, though, I was so inspired.
I'm about to say you should inspire me because that's what I've been. That's what I'm dreaming.
Because I want 7 more.
Yeah, I want to experience like a big old mini mall.
Yeah.
So your purpose in it all is just to make sure that you look out for other businesses.
Yeah. So it's more so like other young businesses that's coming up. Basically, I bring them in, and show them the ropes of basically how to build brand and become. And once you build brand and become, you break.
You had it on the t-shirt.
And then you break. After you build brand and become, you break. You know what I'm saying? So like my thing is we help you eliminate all the other balls on the table so you can get a perfect shot. Just like pool.
Just for yourself, so you just working for yourself and...
Yeah, I work for myself 24/7.
No, I'm talking about for the other businesses, like you said that you allow.
So I do partnerships. So like, say for instance, just like this, like you got this whole building, I rent out space within the building with different businesses. You know what I'm saying? So I oversee the business for them and help brand them and help build them. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I've been doing.
Yep,
and I got it's a bunch of young guys, man. Like a bunch of young guys that come in and out of my business, and it inspires me every day.
It is, and especially to be able to help other businesses grow alone. It's like I don't even be looking for the gain half the time, even though I know sometimes the money part has to play a major factor. But just to be able to see another creative mind or a business flourish.
And that's basically what I focus around, just being a creative director. So a lot of anything dealing with creativity. That's me.
That's right up my alley. I love that. Now, I know it probably brings you joy. I'm not sure I can't think of the word, but I'm not sure if it is a thing where like you may see a business that forms and then they may leave for whatever reason. But it's like you see them from when they started with you and then you see them flourish. Like, how does that feel? Because I know it does because you help them alive.
Yeah, well I have to go from like a live experience type situation. Once again, that's just my reference right
Going back to Lightwork. Everything goes back to Lightwork.
When I first met this guy, he's just like, yo, you work in a sports agency? I'm like, yeah. He said, I'm trying to be an intern. He's a grown man.
Lightwork,
I'm trying to be an intern. I'm like, look.
Let me tell you something.
Good.
We find more and more out about Lightwork.
I know, because he don't tell nobody.
We find more and more out about Lightwork and Lightwork Studios.
He really the plug, though.
He really is like,
we were calling him the plug before we realized
his thing is, I know somebody.
Yeah, he is. Like, we know you. That's what's up.
So when we met, man, like, it was this boom, I'm like, yo, this is my new bar, bro. I ain't never ever letting him go. If he trying to let me go, I'm gonna kill him. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Listen, if I can't get a shape up, I get angry.
Can you make him
You gotta get angry.
You gotta get angry. Me and T try to get angry, don't work.
So I mean, it was just one of those things that, like, when I met him, like, I saw like where he was coming from, the things that he wanted to do. Like, I've known him before he picked up a camera. You know what I'm saying? I knew him before he started doing shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to see him go from that to like being his own boss and like not having to depend on just cutting hair, like it gives me fire inside. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really my guy.
That's the best part. That's the good part. You see, that's why I said to see somebody flourish from when you first met, when you first introduced, you know, to their business versus to where they are now.
I mean, we done had, I mean, I ain't want to cut you off, but we had some tragic situations. Yeah. We had a situation where, you know, I was going through a breakup and
I was going to ask you about your love life.
Yeah, I was going through a breakup at one point. I was going through a breakup at one point, and Larry was like, man, let me just come get you, man. We're going to go have a drink and everything. On his way coming to get me, man, he get in a car crash, and he splits the pole.
Oh, my God.
Guess what?
What?
He gets out the car walking, not a scratch on him. That was the blessing of God.
No, and see, now you want me. I want to tell my story about how my bad. And I know this ain't about this ain't the life work.
Yeah, but I got you a show on life work. I just feel like I need to like express my gratitude. Yeah, man. That dude, he walked out of that car not a scratch and walked up the street. I'm running down the street. I'm like, yo, you out here? Like, yeah, man. But the other car told me. He's standing there next to me, talking to me like. I said, you know what I told him that day? I said, what I say, bro? I said, look, I need you to put the bottle down for me. I said, because I fuck with you. You my guy. You my, like, I need you to put the bottle down for me. And from that day forward, when he put that bottle down, he's been good. Like, he got himself on track and just kept going. And he inspired.
He's like divinely ordered. That's all I got to say. That's how, because when I found that, no, because I'm telling you, when
we first met him, we met at the same time.
And I call myself a light worker, basically. That's what I call myself. So I had somebody that I know that's a mentor that came through. He prayed over the area for me and told me some things I need to do. And I kid you not, 2 weeks later, he comes and was like, I'm looking for space. He like, the name of my business is Lightwork.
That's right. And I was going to say, I know we're not supposed to focus on Lightwork, but it's cool because even when XCY was going through a transition and he came through. So he came through, started the recording thing, and this is probably, and he believed in it, believed in us, and it makes you feel extremely powerful. Like, I came to the studio late, but when I walked in, he was like, no. Exactly. It's cool, you got it. And I was like, pour me a drink over here. Let me go put some lip gloss on and fix my little braids and fix my shorts and take a picture. We good.
And that's the focus, man. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. I think that's
what keeps it so vibrant.
Keep us so vibrant. So if somebody wanted to rent space from you or to just be in your space, because you are, I mean, I believe that you're very positive. Like, you got me feeling like I need to rent a motherfucking space for XCY. Now I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna pay you, but I feel like I need to get into shit to get XCY to the point, other than like work, get to the point where we all
got
in uniform and
well, when I was just for XCY, I'm just post every time y'all do a new episode, I just post it on my website.
Bingo! Networking.
And I'll show y'all the website when we finish. But
networking,
but that's how you build each other. That's supposed to work.
But for somebody outside of us, if they wanted to get in contact with you or just be able to, you know what? Scratch that question. Do you mentor? Like, do you have people that you can mentor, even if they don't rent that space from you, that you can mentor or just try to get to the point where
now, I'm gonna say this.
Independent?
I'm gonna say this. As far as mentorship right now,
mentorship.
I'm not in a place where I want to be telling people all my secrets.
Okay.
All right. But I'm not opposed to putting them in place with people that can help them.
That can help them. So that's still good, though.
So yeah, like, cause I don't really have time to be like, all right, follow me, I'm doing this. But I do have players and
But
plays.
you know, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. You just got to know it
verbally.
It's just me overseeing it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
So outside of your business, outside of your suite, I'm just gonna call it a suite because that's what it is. It's a building. You got offices. The shit is a suite, and we gonna call it suite what?
2437.
Suite 2437. That's what we
I
gonna
like
call
that.
it. So we gonna call it 2437.
Got it.
If they want to get in contact with you, if they want to vibe with you, or just see where you at with it, how can they get in contact with you?
They can. So, you know what I'm saying?
At all.
I'm joking. They gotta get an invite from the higher powers to come down to the building. I would like to
That's how it be,
No, but they want to reach you for everything because I know that you said that your business does.
No, it's
more
and
than
you
high
have-
Instagram.
You have a recording studio, and I know that XCY has a lot of followers that are into the music industry.
Okay.
They, they write us and think that we are
Like we the plug.
Like we be the plug. Listen, bro, I don't write bars, I don't write lines. Listen, all I know how to do
Pay
is
somebody to record our
guess
show.
what? You
No,
know what I know how
it's
to
real
do?
simple though. Y'all, you say you like y'all are. The power of the PUSS.
I'm not fucking nobody to get them to
That don't mean nothing.
Right.
That don't mean nothing. But that
Right.
don't mean you gotta
We can write into
another
it.
on
I'm
them
not
to
giving a
get to-
shit. I'm
No.
not giving a shit.
No, you don't gotta put it on there just for him to know you got the power.
Because I'm pretty as shit.
You don't, and we
And
did
you
show
make
that. We did show that.
It don't
Imagine.
Yeah.
The light versus man. I'm like, oh, think y'all got power. I did. Holla at me, XCY. We can put your
No,
career
but-
on.
LarryUnruly@gmail.com. Shout out to Unruly Records.
Wait a minute. Unruly. Oh, we gotta get you back on here because I got the unruly.
And then
Unruly.
you can follow, go log on the website www.theheb8eak.com, and you can check out the Break TV, our blog, everything that I'm doing on the website. Anything that I'm doing, you can check out on the website. I got a page on there. It's called the Break TV, where I feature content, new videos, and everything. So
That's what's up. All right, y'all. So, listen. So, we about to go into that.
Okay.
So, a few shows ago, we had a guest, DH, there, right? And they came on and had us doing DH Experience, y'all. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all follow her. Check out episode 13.
And 10
And 10.
and 13.
She was doing the shit. What the hell
you okay?
Listen, we ain't doing no damn high. Stop drinking that liquor. And stop drinking it. I gotta do the infant comic round here. Come on. Bring it together. Come on. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, bro. We ain't calling no name today.
We gotta
Not on this
start
street.
over.
And we not gonna slow down. No, you gonna do that.
That was just lemon juice.
You gonna do that information and you gonna be alive. Yes, they down on XCY today, but you're not. No, you're not. You better get that information together. Cough it out. I'm gonna do it anyway. So
make sure y'all keep this.
DH was here. She auntie, it don't even matter. He better sweat and cough it out. Because his ass doing one a day.
Where's the water? Where's the water?
Are y'all ready? Here, drink some of these diet shit. Positive information time. So we do positive information at the end of each show. Put it out there, bro.
Okay,
It don't have to be a part way.
Bill Brad would come, man. It's more than hype.
I like that.
I'm not ready.
Okay.
There you go.
As Larry said, pussy is power. Use what you got to get what you want, ladies.
Exactly.
Remember, the key to manifesting is to always stay in your happy place. That's the key. Be happy no matter what's going on. Stay in your happy place and you can manifest your desires.
And this is XCY. We love y'all. Peace.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been doing interviews all this week, and today was a great time. I actually got to let my hair down. I mean, I don't have no hair anymore, but let my hair down. Had a good time in here with the ladies. We got into the conversation about, things that's going on in the community, the music, and I just want to shout out the ladies. Ask TY for bringing me in. It was a dope time. The energy was great. The shot was on point, and I almost died. Nah, for real. Big shout out to the team. I appreciate y'all for having me. Check out More Than Hype coming out real soon. You can go check out the trailers on the site www.thebr8.com. I appreciate y'all.